This is the Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'm Trevor, and this is Juan. Before we get started, make sure you like, share, subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play.
What a great intro.
I'm sorry.
You know about Stitcher, Google Play, you said already? What else is it? I forget.
Stitcher Play Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter.
Nice. You actually caught up with yourself.
We're on iTunes. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Join the Facebook
we're humans.
group
We laugh too.
and be a part of the conversation. It was an inside joke that he told me before we went on air, and I was trying to hold on to the best I can. I couldn't do it anymore. No, I'm not gonna tell you the joke because it was pretty crazy. But anyway, week 6 is upon us. Last night was Thursday Night Football. We had
we're recording late. So,
yes, Thursday Night Football. We had the Philadelphia Eagles at home hosting the defending Super Bowl champion, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for what you thought, well, maybe like 3/4 of this game was all Tampa Bay. You know, it was pretty much out of reach, 28-7 in the second half. But they did fight though. The Eagles did fight hard to come back, but it wasn't enough. They won 28-22. They improved to 5-1. And that was a pretty okay.
That Philly coaching staff don't know what the hell they're doing, at least offensively.
Yeah.
I would say Tom Brady did whatever he wanted, but he did throw some hilarious interceptions. Maybe he was just gifting them to them. I don't know what he was thinking. And there was one interception that was taken back when it shouldn't have, but apparently putting your hand under the football doesn't matter. It's still gonna be incomplete anyway. Whatever. And Andre Dillard is horrific. Their left tackle. My God. It was really bad. I was staring at him and I was laughing at him the whole first half. It was one point where they snapped the ball and he was still stationary while Shaq Barrett ran past him for a sack. It was amazing. It was great.
It kind of reminds you of one of those Madden glitches you see in new Maddens now.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad, yeah. But who would think you would see that in real life?
Yeah.
Whatever, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I always have a phrase. Madden's not far off. I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either, honestly.
Yeah, it's not. A lot of hilarious stuff. Well, let's continue on for the week 6 of Sunday and Monday coming up. For those who want to hear about the John Gruden stuff, you ain't getting that.
Yeah.
We don't do that political stuff here.
Yes. And, hey, if you want us to do a serious radio type of podcast, we could do that. Just, we need much more big following than that. But
a lot of following because they're going to cancel us real quick. So we rather not discuss that. If you want to talk about that off scenes, you're more than welcome to tell us opinion. But on air, we're not going to talk about that. It is what it is. Yeah, he's gone. Governance, whatever. Blah, 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 blah,
the NFL looks terrible in this as well. But
when don't they?
What's the crazy thing about the NFL? We'll probably briefly touch it briefly. The NFL has done a lot of heinous and terrible stuff over the years, but yet I can't stop watching. It's like a really bad soap opera.
Yeah, it does feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, it's like, God, they look terrible. And before we do say anything else, ESPN is terrible. You look worse every single day, and part of me is happy that you look worse every single day because this is what you get. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yes, so let's start off with the London game that literally no one is going to watch. Dolphins and Jaguars. Dolphins are favored by 3, and the over and under is 47. I actually picked Jacksonville here. They got to win sometime, and Miami is garbage.
I picked Jacksonville as well. They are due for one. They're due for one. And then the fact of the matter is that,
they're also at home. So
they're, home, technically, because
they've been like London every year, so I'll call it home for them.
Doesn't their owner own? Yeah, the owner owns one of the Premier League teams in the UK. So
there you go. See,
technically, it is a home game.
Yeah,
that man's filthy rich.
Yeah, he's
filthy rich. And I'm gonna go with the Jaguars just because they're due one, and hey, at least one coach in the NFL gets to breathe a little bit more.
Miami's ranks is in the 30s in every really statistical category. They're so bad.
They're so bad.
It's embarrassing and a little funny, but embarrassing. Yeah, Jacksonville got to get one at some point. If that happens, Miami fans might as well suit it up for the year. 1-5.
I mean, if you have it suited up already.
True. And Tua might come back because we don't know yet. We haven't had a report, so we don't know. It's Friday right now. I don't know.
Sorry, Captain D. It's over, buddy. It's over, bud.
Yeah, we'll laugh about it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
At the AFC East. What's the shake? What is it called?
Showdown.
Showdown. There you go. That. Saturdays, 7:30 EST.
Yes.
7:30 p.m. EST.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
YouTube Live, yes. Anyway, back to what I was saying before.
Yep. Yeah, we don't gotta discuss that. They're horrible. Both of them.
They're horrific.
I just got this feeling, I think Trevor Lawrence gonna show up. But again, we're going to wake up to the score. Anyway, Bengals at Lions. Bengals are favored by 3.5 on the road. And the over and under is 46.5. This is actually kind of tough. I can see a world where the Lions actually win this game. I'm going to go with the safe pick and pick the Bengals here. But the Lions play tough basically every game except the second half of the Green Bay game.
Yes.
Where they look like the Lions that we're used to. But every game is tough. They've been losing by heartbreaking stuff every single freaking week outside of that one. Maybe this one they'll lose to a heartbreaking 70-yard touchdown by Jamar Chase. Mm-hmm. Which will probably make Bengals cover that spread. But, yeah, because what's funny is that their rankings are all low everywhere, too. But they just fight because of their coach. Their coach is just great. They love their coach, and they play for their coach.
And that's admirable. And I think, yes, they have, like I said it before, I said it again, they do have a coach that they can play by. And I think establishes a culture that can grow from there, which is great. But I'm still picking Cincinnati, the Bengals, to win in another heartbreaker. I think they're going to fight it to the end and then to win until, again, another field goal make by McPherson ends the game.
Try to make up for last week?
Yeah.
When he thought he made it, but he'll actually make it this time.
Yes.
I would probably bet Lions if I was you guys. And I would probably also bet under at 46.5. I don't see a war where the Lions actually score 120 points. I don't know when that happened. I think week 1, right? I think. So, yeah, I'll probably go under here. 46.5, that's a lot of points.
It is.
And since he's another team who doesn't really score points either. So, I will bet under. I'm going to save that one. That's like game of the week. Chiefs at football team. Chiefs are favored by 6.5. Over and under is 54.5.
Both secondaries are god awful.
They are. At least Washington has a decent line.
A decent line, which I think
Kansas City has everything that's disgusting.
Yes. So so expect a lot of points in this game.
Yeah, that 54.5, they're probably going over.
Yes. Yes, Washington does have the line that can penetrate the offensive line of the Chiefs because their offensive line is not good either. It's pretty putrid. My issue is I don't think anybody on that secondary can stop Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce whatsoever. It's gonna be a shootout, and I know you guys love shootouts, but I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. I feel that overall, I don't trust trying to Tyler Heineke in a game like this. I don't at all, especially even though the Chiefs' defense is so bad. I don't trust him to play it safe and get them home. I'm going with Kansas City to win this game, and yeah, I think especially with the Chiefs now, they look like the media has finally portrayed them as they're soft. Are they done? Yeah, people saying they're done. I think we're gonna see some type of
a
pulse from this Chiefs team. I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City's gonna win this game. They're gonna look like the old Kansas City team that everybody loves, and then we're gonna hear the narratives on Monday morning. Oh my God, they're back! Yay! No, stop it. Washington just sucks. Stop it. Their secondary is putrid. I still don't know why. They're never in the right position. It's like not even from talent base. It's like they're never in position to do anything. And I keep hearing they have Landon Collins in coverage. And why the hell do they have Landon Collins in coverage?
He's still on that team. It's been years.
Yeah, he's not good. I don't understand why he's in coverage. He's a small linebacker. Don't understand why they have him in coverage. But whatever. That would explain a lot. Yeah, they're going to be fine. And the Chiefs done. It depends what you thought what they were going to do beforehand to say they're done. To me, they're not done because we never thought they were going to the Super Bowl in the first place.
Correct.
So they're not done to me. They're a little lower than what we thought they were going to be. But they will start scoring points. Like, there's going to be a 30-something game. Like, 39-30, something like that. Like, Chiefs are going to cover the spread and win this game. They'll be fine. Well, in their case, they're going to be fine. They still suck. All right. Let's go Rams-Giants. Rams are traveling to Meadowlands, favored by 9, and the over and under for some reason is 48.5. I'm guessing Vegas, but even with the -9, of course, they're expecting an annihilation.
Yes, more than likely, Danger's not going to play with a concussion protocol, which I don't expect him to play, and I don't expect them to rush him to play for him to get demolished by Aaron Donald. That the Giants' offensive line is horrible. So why would you put him through that? So good luck, Mike Glennon. You may get killed in this game.
I don't even know if receivers are coming back. I know Tony might be out. Connie had an ankle injury. It was hilarious that I don't know why he went out with an ankle injury when he just missed a punch or missed a jab. But I don't know, whatever.
Maybe that was God's way of saying your ass should have been suspended.
Maybe, right? Maybe, maybe.
So yeah, I don't see them at all. First of all, the team is completely decimated by injuries.
And they were bad anyway. Like defensively, they're bad. Why? Like I don't get
really
it.
Bad. Bradbury's been horrible this year. Maybe last year was a fluke. Maybe
yes,
it clearly was a fluke
because he wasn't that good in Carolina either.
So. But yeah, it was pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I'm expecting the Rams to annihilate them, and yeah, it's gonna be another 1-4, 1-5 team. 1-5, right? They'll be
1-5 when they lose.
Yeah, I mean the Giants season was already over anyway. This is pretty much putting them out of their misery. But yeah, I'm thinking the Rams should not only cover. By that, they should win by at least like 2-3 scores.
Yeah, to be the point, they might even cover. Like the over. The over is 48.5. Maybe they'll do what Tampa did last week. Tampa almost covered that by themselves. Yeah, 47. So I don't think it's gonna be that bad of a beating. But I like the Rams to win. I like the Rams to cover. I don't know about anything else though. When it comes to over, I think under is safe. 48. Maybe they'll win like 38-10. That'll be literally 0.5 under the limit. So, we'll see. Just bet the spread, not money line. Money lines, I feel like you're gonna lose money for money line. Just put the spread 9. They're gonna win by that much. One of the oldest rivalries that no one cares about. Packers at Chicago. Packers are favored by 6, and the over and under is 44.5. I'm gonna pick Packers, but I for some reason something tells me Bears are gonna cover the spread.
Interesting. Because I don't believe it at all. I think.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers gonna do Aaron Rodgers things.
It's like the simple father teaching their son, their disciplined son, a lesson, saying so bad. You're being bad in school. All right, we gotta go back and spank you. Gotta teach you a lesson because apparently you just don't listen.
So then this is my segment then, because you're thinking of the ass with. All right, cool.
Yes.
The reason why I think is Chicago gonna hang on to this game is because the defense actually has been playing almost Chicago-like for the past few weeks, is interesting. The offensive line of Packers is not very good. It's been up and down injuries. This whole Packers team is like derailed by injuries outside of the core. Defensively, they don't have Jair Alexander, even though they really can't throw anyway. But still, their top corner is still important. I don't know if Zadarius Smith's coming back or not, but I know he's missing last week. They're missing a lot of key players on defense, so maybe Justin Fields might be able to move the ball a bit, waste some time, and don't allow Aaron Rodgers to put up 35 points. Maybe. So I think they have a chance to cover that spread at 6. Doesn't mean they're gonna win. I'm still picking Packers. Maybe there's a garbage time touchdown to take out that spread. I don't know. 44.5 is the thing. I'm going to limit and say they're gonna go over 44.5. Okay. I'm going to limit and say that. Let's see. Let's go with another one that no one cares about. Texans at Colts. Colts are favored by 10 for some reason. And the over and under is 43.5. I think there's Tyrod Taylor watch. I don't know if he's in yet though. I think people would tell us that instead of telling us an hour before 1 p.m. on Sunday. But strategic advantages, I guess. I don't know. But if Tyrod Taylor is in this game, Texans will 100% cover the spread. I still think the Colts are going to win because they need to have a pulse somewhere, especially what the hell happened on Monday. They need something. When they had that game multiple times in their hands, they got to have something, man. 1-5 is, even in their bad division, 1-5 is basically done.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so they have to win this game.
I'm picking the Colts to win this game. Everything we want said is true. It's just you can only get heartbroken so much. Everything going on with this team, everything going on. You gotta get something. This was a team coming into the season on paper that was gonna make some noise, a lot of noise, complete team, but just so many issues going on. They gotta at least get one against this bum Houston Texans team.
They do. They really do. They need it. I think out of every team that's playing, I think they need to win more than anyone else. Maybe outside of, well, maybe someone I haven't said yet. Yeah, someone I haven't said yet. But they need to win basically more than anybody else in the league. They still, even with a bad record, they still have a chance to win the division because they're in the AFC South, the worst division by far in the league. So a 9-8 record could win this division. If they win this game and go 2-4, there's a shot. You know, there's still a shot. All they have to do is beat Tennessee once. They already lost to them already. They all do is beat them once, and they're right back in it. So they still have a shot. Vikings and Panthers. This is a tough one. Vikings are favored by 2.5 on the road. And the over and under is 45.5. This is a tough game. And Sam Darnold needs to show up because he didn't show up last week. So he needs to show up in this game. I went with the Vikings.
I did as well.
Yeah.
I think, I don't want to say they figured out the Carolina Panthers. I just feel that high of going up 3-0 early in the season was feeling good. And now it's time back to reality. The Vikings, for the most part, have been in many games, just can't find a way to put it out. They barely beat the Lions last week. I think that they'll probably get another one today. This Vikings team isn't bad. It's just they have their own issues going on. There's only issues going on all around. I'm going with the Vikings to win and even that 3-3, so they can try to keep pace with Green Bay, which they probably not gonna catch up to them, but at least keep pace in the division for a playoff spot, whatever. Because this team is good enough for a playoff spot. It is. So I think it's time. All right, fine. We're 6 weeks in. Let's just figure it out from there. I think they win this game. Pretty 3.5 points is 2.5 points is a lot. It's really
it's 2.5, but they're
3 points.
Assuming Dalvin Cook is here, I'm not sure because he's like in the hospital all the time. I think that's the type of game that they need. They need a rushing attack from him and from Alexander Madison. Hopefully, he won't fumble again. But that's the type of game I'm sensing because this is off based off me watching that Dallas game that Carolina got destroyed by. They ran on them pretty damn easily, and that they were a vaunted run defense before that. And then Dallas said, "So what?" And they just ran down their throat. I think here with a better running back tandem, I think that's the key. So Mike Zimmer will love to hear that and I'd love to implement that, I'm sure. I think that's the key to doing it. This defense is fast, doesn't mean they're good. There's a difference.
Yes.
Offensively, like Kirk Cousins, who's covering Justin Jefferson? Is Stephon Gilmore going to play? I'm not sure yet.
No, it's next week.
Yeah, it's next week, right? Yeah, so like they lost J.C. Horn. They still vulnerable in the secondary until those guys come back. If J.C. Horn comes back, I'm not even sure. So
no, he's out for the season.
Obviously, there you go. So yeah, hence why they traded for Stephon Gilmore. So the secondary is easy. Is Justin Jefferson should have a field day back there? Should. So easy run play action, and then that should win you the game. I like 2.5. I like Vikings in the spread. 45.5. Nah, I stay away from the under there. Might go over. I'm not sure. It depends on what Sam Darnold you get.
True.
We don't know which one we're gonna get. Let me see. What's the other 1 o'clock game? The probably game of the week. Chargers at M&T Bank in Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 2.5. The over is 51. This team has to start losing at some point because it's getting kind of ridiculous the luck that this Baltimore team has got, and that is not on Lamar Jackson. I told you, I said this from week 2's episode. Lamar Jackson is going to have the Steph Curry MVP season and have the same result as Steph Curry. Not making the playoffs and not winning the award because he didn't win enough. That's what I think is going to happen. But Lamar's playing his mother trucking ass off. It's insane what he's doing.
Yes.
I gave him his props weeks ago, so all the haters come at me. No. Lamar got my respect. I'm still going to make fun of him because I just want to do that. I'm used to it. But I admit it. I say it straight up. But nah, he's wonderful. But it's only so much one man can do. Mahomes can do to save a team that's just bad. At least in their case, they're bad because most of the good players are in the hospital. Kansas City just a bad team overall. But their defense is in the hospital, so what more can they do? Again, Indy had them. Indy outplayed them. Indy ran down their throats. Carson Wentz looked like a quarterback in that game. That defense was locking Lamar and company up for 3 quarters until Xavier Rhodes went down and the literal depth chart of the Indianapolis Colts cornerback core was 3 players. They had 3 cornerbacks in that 4th quarter, so they had no choice but to play deep coverage only because they literally had no bodies. Okay, like what the heck? It took a record to beat Detroit. It took the Chiefs slacking off and costing me bread for them to beat Kansas City. The only win they got is Denver. And mind you, Teddy Bridgewater went down. early in the game. So like this is gonna catch up to them. I've smelled teams like this every year. This happens every year with fake teams like this. They're gonna start losing, and I think it's gonna happen with a complete, maybe albeit not the best run defense, but complete overall team in the Los Angeles Chargers. Who, as long as they put bodies there, they'll plan for the run. The Chargers is famous for the last 15 years not be able to stop the run ever, and they're the ones that started the Lamar playoff drought before Lamar finally won a playoff game last year, beating the hell out of him in 2018. They can do that again. They got fast players. All they gotta do is contain. That's all you gotta do. Mm-hmm. Easier said than done, obviously, but that's what they got. And that defense is not stopping Herbert and company. They're easily allowing 35 points in this game. So I got Chargers. Obviously, the spread is for Ravens, so I will bet Chargers overall. And I like over 51.
I'm going with the Chargers as well. I don't know.
Better.
They're better team overall. It's just, and yeah, I agree with you. Eventually, the luck stops now. I find your luck runs out now. They should have lost the game last week.
Yeah,
on Monday they should have lost.
That's the one they should have lost the most. That one. That was ridiculous. They got outplayed for literally 3.5. No, they outplayed the whole game. They just stood in it. And
that's another thing too.
Missed field goals. Yeah.
A team like Baltimore, you can't keep them in games. They're one of those teams you keep them around, they're going to eventually get hot. Get hot. So you don't want to do that.
You mean Lamar Jackson?
Yes, Lamar Jackson. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson. And apparently Calais Campbell with his freaking 8-foot wingspan smacking field goals.
Lamar Jackson played amazing on Monday. Amazing. I was impressed.
He impressed me this week too.
Me personally, stack the box up and force him to throw. Do I expect Lamar Jackson to do that every single week? Of course not. But you'll live with that. If you stop the run, you force him to throw the ball, you can't stop him. Whatever, it's what it is. You live with that. You know, he has this reputation of being a running back, and he proved that, hey, I can throw the football too. You know what I'm saying? So easier said than done. I'm picking the Chargers to win this game anyway.
Yeah, so that probably game of the week. This is the other competition. Cardinals at Browns. Browns are favored by 3 at home. The over and under is 49. We got word that Nick Chubb, I think, might be out in this game. I believe Chandler Jones is out in this game as well. And there's a few more notable players. So that makes this a little tougher. But I like the Browns in this game. I know that defense and Cardinals cannot stop the run. Kareem Hunt is still
a top running back in this league.
Still a top running back in this league. Yes, he is. Defensively, I would love to see what the Browns do because they've been up and down. They'll have a week where they're just locking up the Minnesota offense, then they have a week when they allow 800 to Justin Herbert. So I don't know what to expect from this defense, to be 100% honest. I think they have the personnel to slow down this Kyler Murray attack. Myles Garrett has to be the key to it. He has to continue to contain and not let Kyler Murray run around. Well, I think they have it. It's going to be very tough, though. I expect a shootout regardless. 49 is a little bit. It's kind of an easy over to me, if I'm honest. I like Cleveland at home. Arizona usually finds ways to kind of hurt themselves when games playing like this, so that might cost them here.
Going with Cleveland as well. Very much the same reasons as well. Again,
it's tough.
It's tough because it's like now Arizona has looked very well the entire season, but it may sound cliche, but it's coming. It's coming. You know it's coming, right? It's coming. A Cliff Kingsbury coaching dud is coming. And I think it's coming sooner than later, and I think this might be it. You know what I'm saying? I do believe that's going to happen. Cleveland's defense is very up and down, very shaky. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't put my finger on it. But I do think Cleveland can win this game, good enough to win this game. But I'm going Cleveland.
The running game has to be
top. Yes, if Kareem Hunt goes ballistic, good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Kareem Hunt puts on a Kansas City jersey for one day. Yep.
Good luck.
I want to see how many people remember how good he was over there.
Oh, we remember.
Yeah, and I thank him for doing what he did because I swear to everything, if he was in that game against us in the AFC Championship game, we weren't having the Super Bowl. They were going to beat us. For some reason, he obliterated us. I don't know what it is. Maybe because he's really good. But
no, he's incredible.
Yeah,
he's incredible.
He was my fantasy team that year. Him going away cost me my fantasy championship. I don't remember that.
I do remember.
Yeah, and TMZ took my chance. That was my final year fantasy. After that, when TMZ took my player, I said, I'm done. I can't do fantasy no more. he always found a way to beat our ass, and I was a little glad. Like, you know what? I'm kind of glad he's not on the team anymore, because if he was there that fateful January night in 2019, he would have busted our ass. He would have lost that game. Chance he would have went to the Super Bowl.
I remember
Thank God.
I remember that game very vividly.
Oh yeah, that was one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
It was.
Yeah.
Mind you being in hostile territory.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Let's get this over with. Raiders and Broncos. Broncos favored by 4 at home. 43.5 is the over and under. This is gonna go two ways, because we got emotional, that off the field crap involved in this game. This is gonna go one, two ways. It's either the Raiders gonna come out flat and get their ass annihilated because they lost their coach and their play caller, or they're gonna have that little pump up play for us. It's not about him, it's about us, rah crap that Derek Carr was spewing there from what I heard this week, and they're just gonna lay it on the Broncos and gonna beat the hell out of the Broncos. It's one of those two ways it's gonna happen. I'm going with the first one. I'm pretty sure Denver's going to win this game, and they're going to cover, because the Raiders have been looking like garbage the last 2 weeks anyway. So I don't understand what the hell John Gruden's absence is going to have to do with it. If anything, they're going to be worse. They came down to earth. The defense is not as good as everybody thought it was. They just have an okay pass rush, but the secondary is still suspect, and the linebacking core is still suspect. So Denver should easily export that, because they have lots of talent on the offensive side of the ball. All Teddy Bridgewater has to do is not mess up, and they'll be able to move the ball on the Raiders team. And then the other way around, I mean, I honestly know they're one of the worst run blocking teams in the league. I know that for a fact in the Raiders, and they can't run the football to save their freaking lives, which makes them one-dimensional. The Denver Broncos' secondary is absolutely sensational, so they should match up very well against receivers who aren't even good like that. And Raiders, it's up to Derek Carr like usual. All y'all do is find a way to neutralize Darren Waller. Should be fine. Like really, speaking it as people who are on the couches. It's not hard, but it's the NFL. We'll see what happens. We'll see if that special teams guy who took over as their head coach has anything to say about it. But I'm going with Denver. I'm going with them to cover, and I like the under in 43. I think 43 is fine. I think defensively, they'll be able to lock up the Raiders.
Here's a life story. Dysfunction is contagious.
Yeah.
Very contagious. It was admirable that the Raider Nation was able to figure out, they have found, oh my God, we're a 3-0 team. Derek Carr is playing like an MVP. Oh my God, this is going crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But then you understand, the Raider fans, why you can't have nice things. Historically, you guys can never have nice things.
No.
You can't. And you can't have this one either. I'm sorry. The Raiders are going to get their asses beaten by the Broncos.
The season is basically done to me.
Oh yeah, the season's over. Once you have something that shakes not only your team but a franchise, a front office like that, because that's exactly what John Gruden was. He's part of the front office as well. You know, what do you do? What do you have us now? What happens now? The season's over for y'all. It's over for y'all. So I just feel bad for Raider fans listening to us. You know, I feel bad for you guys, because it's like you guys deserve better. But then again, you're a fan of the Raiders, so.
They got teased something serious too.
They tease y'all. They really thought y'all was gonna do something. Oh, the Kansas City, because Kansas City is bad now. That we have a chance to take the division. No, sorry, it's over. I'm picking the Broncos to win by a lot.
By an ass whooping.
Yes.
All right. Okay, this game is actually tough to call too. I mean, not really. I know who's gonna win the game, but how it's going to go. Dallas will be visiting New England, who have not won a home game yet. Dallas is favored by 3.5 on the road, and the over and under is 50.5. I don't know how the hell this is gonna happen, but I will be picking Dallas to win this game. I just don't know how it's going to play out. My gut tells me that it will not be a beating. My gut tells me it's gonna be similar to Tampa Bay, but maybe a notch worse. Like, it's not gonna be as like if we didn't kick a 56-yard field goal in the rain, we were gonna win type thing. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they're going to clearly win this game by the fourth quarter. I just think it's gonna be a nice fight. I know the last time they were there in 2019, that was a defensive showdown. However, that was that 2019 Patriots defense, so we don't. That's not there this time. So to be honest, I'm sorry for the lack of analysis, but it's kind of hard. This Patriots team is freaking hard to judge. I don't know. They're up and down like everybody else too. I don't get it. This Dallas defense is pretty decent. The secondary though, still a little suspect. Everybody raving about this Trayvon Diggs 6 picks, even though his grades are not very good, and he allows a lot of yards. A lot of completions his way. His passer rating against him is over 100. So I mean, he's looking like a Marcus Peters type prototype, where if you throw at him, there's like a 25% chance that's gonna get picked. Otherwise, it's a completion. Like that's kind of where his mend is. That doesn't make you a good corner. That just makes you a ball hawk, and that's what he is. That's what I see. So chill with the Trayvon Diggs hype. Chill out. Now that I did my research and actually watched him, I'm like, no, he's not that good. He's just good ball skills, you know. So you throw on him, there's a chance. He's not all that. So I know there's gonna be a time later in the season where that defense is gonna take a step back. I just don't know when. It's not gonna be now because the Patriots offense is horrific. So, you know, Josh McDaniels in the helm, that's always a tool for disaster. But they're gonna go down eventually. There's no when. But I'm picking Dallas. Are they gonna cover? I'm gonna say no. I'll say they win by 3, so that's not covering. So I'll say bet New England.
This game will be close. I do agree. I think it's gonna be close. It's gonna be pretty moderate scoring. But then I think 50 and a half, right?
Yeah, it's going lower than that. It's not going.
It's lower than that. There's no way it's going 50 points because New England can't score. But I'm going with the New England Patriots to win this game.
Ooh, I wish.
And here's why. I'm going with the New England Patriots. Dallas secondary, like he mentioned before, is concerning. Yes, he mentioned Trayvon Diggs, and everything he said about Trayvon Diggs, he's 100% right. I 100% agree. But I think our defense, as far as the run defense, I think we'll be able to slow down Zeke. I think we should be able to neutralize him and force that to throw the ball. Now, CeeDee Lamb is great, but there's one person on that receiving core that I do not fear at all whatsoever, and I think they're gonna take away Amari Cooper. They're gonna take him away again because why not?
Lucky for him, Stephon Gilmore, his father, is not there.
Yes.
So,
and I think JC's due for a great game.
Yeah, he needs to make up for last week.
Yeah, he has to make up for he was horrendous. But I do think they will neutralize Zeke, force that throw the ball, and knowing Dak, he's played phenomenal all season. He's definitely candidate for MVP or Offensive Player of the Year this year. Definitely a candidate, but he's gonna make mistakes. And I think Bill Belichick is going to have something very exotic for him, strictly for him, to confuse him. And I think only thing we need to do is capitalize on mistakes. So, Josh McDaniels, I feel that we're having this conversation again. Can you please be somewhat innovative offensively? Please.
Yeah, don't call 3 screens in the red zone again.
Don't do that, because I can pretty much defend it. Even I'm not a defensive coordinator. If I know we're gonna do something, that's like I'm another. I can find. Let's see if we do this, that, do it again, huh? But you can't do it again, can you? You know what I'm saying? So overall, running the football may be a little bit tough for New England because they're the Cowboys front 7 is pretty good, so it's gonna be tough to run the ball on them. So you're gonna have to open the playbook, regardless. At least try to be conservative somewhat. Be conservative to a point where it's like slow, methodical. To keep the Cowboys defense, out of rhythm. I think if you keep them on the field too long, they will screw up, and that's how you capitalize. And we have to capitalize, but we can't go every drive be a field goal. Can't do that. Cannot do that.
That's been the problem.
So if you want to be conservative, fine, but let it be slow, methodical, and third down. Convert on third down for God's sakes. And on defense, also on defense, we have to really
get off the field after that.
Yeah, because I filled that out. Yeah, to do. I think it'll be really close. I feel that going 0-4 in Foxborough is ridiculous, and I think they're gonna pull this one out. And Cowboy fans, and the media will be like, okay, it's happening now. But this Cowboys team is very good. Don't get me wrong, they're very good, but they're also very flawed. You know what I'm saying? So we'll keep it there. So I'm going with the New England Patriots to win this game.
Oh, yeah. Remember earlier when I said that there's a team that also needs to win? It's New England was the other one.
Yes.
Going down 2-4 in the AFC right now is actually a massive issue. Because you already have an AFC West team that's taking a 5th, possibly a 6th seed. we have an AFC North team who might take the 6th seed or 7th. So there's probably going to be just one spot remaining at the end of it, because Kansas City and the Chargers are taking either 1, 2, and 5. That's taking it. That's locked. There's nothing's changing that. So maybe Baltimore can sneak one at, or Cleveland, for God's sakes, might take 6. 7 is left. Going down 2 and 4 is bad. That 7th seed is going to be a 9-8 team. It's going to be a 9-8 team. So this can happen. Winning this game will be freaking huge. And I almost say must win, very close to it. Because you want to drop one against Miami. That's gonna be the one that bites them in the ass if they don't make the playoffs. It's that week 1. You had it. But this is damn near must win. You cannot go down 2 and 4. It can't happen.
I agree.
Can't happen. So good luck. 2 more. One of them will be fast. Monday night one. Right now we're gonna talk about Sunday. Seahawks at Steelers. Steelers favored by 5.5. I don't know why. And the over and under is 42.5. Geno Smith will be the starting quarterback since Russell Wilson has his finger broken because Aaron Donald is that mean. And he will be gone for about 2 months. So Geno Smith versus Pittsburgh. Now, a lot of people are picking Pittsburgh, and Vegas likes Pittsburgh, and I'm like, wait, why? Pittsburgh sucks. I don't understand. Their defense allows so many big plays, it's insane. If I'm not mistaken, I think Geno Smith is capable of throwing past 25 yards, right? I think he can. So why don't they think that Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf can make big plays with Geno Smith against Pittsburgh, who is notorious for the last, maybe season and change of allowing big plays downfield? Wait, why can't Geno Smith do that? I'm pretty sure he can do that. Of course, he's not Russell Wilson. Hell no, he's not even close. There's a reason why Geno Smith is a backup. He is a back quarterback, but this is what backups are for. Good backups, which I think Geno Smith is here to win games like this. This is a reeling Pittsburgh team. All that Seattle defensively has to do is make sure Najee Harris does not do anything and make Roethlisberger, Mr. Noodle Roethlisberger, throw the ball. That's all you have to do defensively. I know their defense is hot doo-doo. It's like bottom in the league next to Kansas City. I understand that. I get it. But it doesn't get much simpler than this. It really, really doesn't. Just make Roethlisberger throw and pressure him. You'll be fine. Your number one priority is to stop Najee Harris, which almost everyone did up to this point. All you gotta do. That's it. Simple as that. The biggest problem is blocking TJ Watt coming. That's gonna be the issue. Good luck. Not many people have an answer for that. So good luck with that. But defensively, just block Najee Harris. Just take on Najee Harris. You should be alright because Roethlisberger is over relying on him. If you guys haven't noticed, because he knows he can't throw that far. So all you gotta do. I'm gonna go with an upset with Seattle. I would definitely bet Seattle if I was you guys. Over and under. I'm gonna go over. I like a 24-21 game.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
That's the safe pick. I don't hate it.
Because you mentioned Najee Harris, how they've stopped him in almost every game.
Except the last one.
Except for the last one.
Yeah.
Seattle, I don't have any faith Seattle will do that.
Understandable.
So therefore,
100% understandable.
They're going to run the ball over them. They're going to run the ball all over them, where Ben Roethlisberger doesn't have to make those big throws. Doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. So
yeah, that happens. It might be annihilation.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, that happens.
So, especially if he runs the ball, it opens up play action somewhat, even though he can't throw past 10 yards. But it does open up the passing game a little bit more. But yes, I don't. But in Seattle's defense being so bad, I don't trust that they will stop Najee Harris. It will open the floodgates, and I'm picking Pittsburgh to win this game. Yeah.
Yeah, one or the other, man. I don't hate it. It's tough. This week is hard.
It's very hard.
For picks.
Very hard.
All you guys put in the pickups, don't be surprised if 10 wins this week.
I'll be shocked if 10 wins win this week. It's really hard. 14 games this week total. 10 probably may be the most because this is very, very difficult.
It's a tough week. And the final game on Monday, Bills will be visiting the Titans. Bills are favored on the road, 5.5, and the over and under is 53. Okay. Based on the injury report, I think Julio's still out. I think so. Just AJ Brown. And I think, to be 100% honest, I think AJ Brown has not recovered from his offseason surgery yet. He hasn't been able to make any plays when he was on the field. He looks stiff and slow. I think he hasn't fixed that ankle yet. So that's why he's not making any big plays, because he's much better than what he's been showing. which bodes a problem because this defense here in Buffalo is not playing games.
It's ferocious.
Yeah, they took a break last year. They're not playing around. I got Buffalo, no question. Am I gonna? Yeah, I'll take the points. I like 5.5. I think they win by a touchdown though. It's not gonna be a annihilation per se. I like the game to go 28-14 in the fourth quarter, and then Tennessee makes one touchdown and makes it a quote-unquote game, but they wind up losing 28-21. I like that. I'm going to go with that. Because there's not much to say. Everybody knows Tennessee's defense is hot garbage, and Josh Allen's going to have fun. Everybody knows what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to run the ball on them.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting.
Yeah, they try to do that. Try to showcase, we can run the ball. What are you talking about? I wouldn't be surprised if they try that. Tennessee has nothing to exploit the Buffalo weaknesses, so...
They don't.
That's why I'm like, they're not gonna lose.
Even despite Buffalo's offensive line, it's terrible. They have no pass rush to get to Josh Allen, so it's not gonna make a difference.
No.
And it's unfortunate because we've had a few pretty good Monday Night Football games the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
They've done a pretty good job, as far as the quality of the games played.
Yeah. Because Thursday was been pretty good too, up until last night. Last night was disgusting horrible.
Yeah.
So they cut that streak. So maybe Monday will get the same thing. Maybe all the primetime games will suck this week. Possibility.
More likely, yeah. So I'm gonna go with Buffalo because that's the obvious answer. It's you mentioned maybe 28-21 with them. I think it's gonna be a beating. It's gonna be a beating.
I wouldn't be surprised. Why not?
It's gonna be
Tennessee isn't good, so why not?
Tennessee is very bad. This is not a good football team. And again, we mentioned before in the guide that this would probably happen, and it did. And they didn't do anything to improve from last year. They actually look worse. So I expect them to get beat. People talk about, well, they beat the Titans last season and they blew them out. Yeah, because COVID, they had to move the game a lot of times. So yeah, that was pretty in the favor, even though Tennessee did cause the entire thing.
They did.
So yeah, this is probably payback for them what happened last year. Buffalo wins by at least 15, 20 points.
I wouldn't doubt it.
It's gonna be a beating.
It's one of the easier bets to me. Take Buffalo on the points. I don't see how Tennessee covers at all.
If I were you guys, I'd probably watch the baseball playoffs. That would be a little bit more entertaining than what you're gonna see on Monday.
All right, starting today, right? Red Sox game 1.
Yes.
Whew. Dumb bastards made it. Good for them though. That's crazy.
Great for them. And I wonder, this is probably every Yankee fan's worst nightmare too.
Yeah, I know. The cheaters versus the mortal enemies.
Yes. But we're done here.
Yeah, we are. We are done here.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play Radio, Stitcher Play Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter.
Another plug. Basketball starting next week, right?
Yes, basketball starts next week.
Starts next week. The 21st or whatever date that is. Yeah, so get ready. Basketball content will be coming up more frequently now. That is coming up. More work for me. So just keep an eye up. The predictions and all that will be coming up. I'm sure there's gonna be some hilarious Kyrie stuff in there. So
you better believe it.
Yeah, so that's coming up. That should be up maybe Saturday. If not, definitely Sunday morning. Whenever they decide to give it to me, is when it's gonna happen. So be on the lookout for that. And whenever they decide to do baseball, I don't know what the hell's taking them so long, but yeah, because they're already mid deep in the playoffs. And
we have episodes recorded already. It's just I don't know what's going on, but we have recorded episodes. But we got you out soon, man. Anyway, go Red Sox. Anyway, ain't the point.
That's not the point.
Listen, you're right. Anyway, make sure you join the Facebook group. The Facebook group is really growing, and there's more interactions every day.
Yeah, to the point we got flagged again.
Again, please don't listen. I don't mind the trash talk, but please don't insult each other. Please, I'm not gonna lie. But whatever, just don't do it, please.
I'm pretty sure it's in the rules. Don't disrespect each other. Don't call anybody. What they said, a cow bitch. That's what the person said. I think that's what it said, right? Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
This is not the place for that. They got all those trash talk groups, crash groups over there. Do that there. Don't do that.
Most of you guys are in with me already. So yeah, just don't do it. This is not a place for this. Keep it in the bat chats on the group page. It's strictly professional. It's strictly. I don't mind the trash talking. The memes are hilarious. Keep doing that. Yes. But just don't insult each other. That's the only thing we ask for. Don't insult each other. But other than that, it's going to be great. It's going to be excellent. So you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy your football. And most importantly, for those have ridiculous emails in your account, erase them because you never know who may come out looking for you. Peace, love, and applesauce.